All right, today we're going to replace the air filter that's located in the engine bay, and we're going to do the cabin filters on a BMW. That's a 2019 530e. First, you want to open up the hood, which is this lever down here. You want to do that twice. There's no latch underneath the hood. And you come over here and you just give it a little lift. And the air filter is located in this filter box right here. Very simple. And to take off this box and access the filter, you need a Torx bit to remove these Torx screws around the box. And you're gonna have to pull up this plastic, which I've already released this one pin, but it's also held in by another one right here and another one right here. And you just give it a nice tug and those will come up. This will come up and it's secured on the other side underneath here with a couple little hooks that have to go in right here when you replace it. So you just want to set that aside. And now we want to grab our Torx bit, which I already have on my drill ready to go. And we're going to remove these Torx screws. Couple down there, I'm gonna have to get an extension. This one's a little tighter down here. And these are 25 Torx. They don't have to come all the way out. I think I can leave that back one in. Let's see. Okay, the next thing you want to do is remove this bolt right here. That's a 16. The next one you want to remove is this Torx head bolt, and that's a T16, or an E16, sorry. It's a little tight. I can just slide it over there. It doesn't have to come all the way out. The last one you want to get is this one right here. That'll just help this assembly slide out of the way, which makes everything a lot looser. All right, after you get all that harbor off and this thing is kind of floating free, you can access the inside of the box. Here's the filter. Just give it a little pull like such, and yeah, there it is. Pretty dirty, pretty disgusting. Time for a change. So old one goes in the garbage, and you can open up the box. Oh, see all that crap in there? You want to vacuum that out. Okay, now you want to take your new filter, which comes in a kit that includes the 2 interior cabin filters, which we're going to replace as well. And this is good. Here's our new filter that goes in the air box out here. You can tell it looks just like the old one that came from the factory. And we're just going to do a little swapsy and put that in there. Nice fit, perfect. Okay, now we're gonna just reverse everything we just did, bolt everything back together nice and tight and straight, and then call it Bob's your uncle. All right, let's get the last 2 Torx bits in. And then we have this big one over here, don't forget that. we have that big crossbar. Make sure you got it to line up. Okay, put the crossbar back in. Don't forget the 16. All right, then you got this little plastic cover that just sits kind of like that. Such, make sure all the holes are lined up. A little press, and that should get those. All right, and there's the unit all assembled and ready to go. So you don't need any more access inside here. So close your hood, make sure it's secure. And then we're gonna go to the inside, into the passenger side, and do the cabin filters next. And like a lot of cars, the cabin filters are located right under here. First, we want to loosen and turn these little tabs right here. We're gonna loosen those up. And they're on both sides. And that'll help unsecure this furry cardboard and give you access. Okay, the left side's a little trickier. At least we pull that down, get it out of the way. And okay, the next thing you want to do is remove this wire, which is for the light that's in the hairy cardboard. You just want to pull that straight out. That will free this up. Get rid of that. Toss it to the side. And then under here, in that box right there with the torque screws, is where the cabin filters are. Here's the old filter. Oh, it's really gross. Okay. Okay, I got the cover off. Now we're gonna pull these filters out, and you can see they're super, super gross, super dirty. Oh. Those are the slots that the air filters came out of. Going in the right way with the airflow pointing that way. Just the way the old ones came out. Okay, we got that all vacuumed out, and that's the slots that the air filter is going to go on. And you want to make sure that when you put your new ones in, that the direction of the airflow is in the same direction as the old filters. So the airflow is pointing towards the engine. All right, so let's get these back in. And this is everything put back together the way it's supposed to be. And save yourself about $1,100 is what the dealer tried to charge me to replace these three filters. And I've spent $30 on Amazon, and it took me about half hour or so. And there you go.